Today, we will be looking at the 6 different ways of how you can attract a high-value man and get the guy of your dreams. If you've been trying to involve yourself more with high-value male figures, then this one's for you. If you want to attract a rich man, you have to think beyond all the hookup tactics you got used to hearing from your girlfriends. Rich men are often goal-oriented and strive for certain things in life, which is why these kinds of men tend to be more cautious with characteristics, qualities, and numbers of women that they let into their private circles. Attracting a rich man can be a challenge if you do not know where to begin. But with a few pointers in the right direction, you can be well on your way to your first date with a wealthy man who is ready to be your dream guy. Which is why throughout this video, we will be sharing the 6 most important tips of attracting rich men. But before we get started, please remember to take a quick second and support our content by liking, subscribing, and turning the notification bell on. This helps us create more videos like this for your entertainment. If you're all set, then let's get down to the most important tips of how you can attract a rich man without losing sense of who you are. Number 1. You should have a career plan and stick to it with ambition. First off, you need to understand that wealth is a direct result of ambition. Rich men are in possession of such big sums of money purely due to hard work and everlasting ambition. They have clear-cut goals and career plans that they work towards every single day. Therefore, the first thing that a rich man will look for in his partner will be that same ambition and drive. Rich people find the go-getter attitude very attractive. This is to your advantage. Once a rich man sees you striving for high-quality goals and working towards said goals with a passion each and every day, they will be pulled towards you all the more. This is because rich men run on a tank of ambition. However, this tank is not always full, and when it's not, even rich men start to struggle. After all, you can hardly pour from an empty cup. Which is precisely why rich men are often in search of women who have the same kind of fire and ambition in them. These women have a higher potential of becoming great support systems when their partner is feeling down, because they have their own tank of fully fueled ambition. Once you become such a woman, the radiance of your purpose will start to attract the kind of hardworking, rich man that you are looking for. Number 2, you should always be open to learning. Reading is one of the main hobbies of the rich because it is mentally stimulating and encourages day-to-day learning. As wealthy men fall into these healthy habits, they go looking for partners who can keep up with their lifestyle, which often alludes to wanting a partner who is also open to constant learning and mental or emotional stimulation. These types of stimulation guarantee that the rich individual has meaningful conversations with the love of his life. The mentally stimulated woman is also able to remain interesting and offer advice on almost any given topic. However, becoming this person is easier said than done, because it calls for being a lifelong learner and supportive partner. If new information bores you, this is not your path. But if you crave information all day, every day, and hardly do anything without some solid research to back your actions up, then chances are that you are already tailor-made for a rich guy out there somewhere. But let's get something out of the way. We are not telling you to go back to the basics and enroll for a new course from a university. No, being a lifelong learner has nothing to do with actually being in school. You can become the perfectly intelligent girl of every rich man's dreams by digesting small portions of information several times a day. For example, try reading the paper in the morning, or look for essays and articles on topics that pique your interest. Learning really is not that hard, especially when you have the internet right underneath your fingertips. This does not come easily to most women. But with the help of online platforms and micro-learning apps, you can easily learn new things on the daily. Number 3, you should focus on making a substantial income yourself. Low-value women often want to marry rich and never work a day in their lives ever again. While we do not judge anyone for their attitude here, we also find it extremely important to point out the fact that rich men often see through these fake acts. High-value women, on the other hand, do not rely on the income of their partner to keep them going. They want their own money, their own wealth, and freedom. This is something that rich men find incredibly attractive, because it means that the woman does not need them, but she wants them. Again, there is nothing more grand than being wanted in a relationship, so giving your partner that will give you a head start by a long shot. Which is why you need to focus on your own income before going after a man who has a substantial income of his own in place. But the real trick here is to show your guy that you have the same amount of income as him without seeming like you are boasting or trying to bruise his ego. Maybe get him a gift, pay for some things, but do not refuse to accept his offer if he wants to cover the fees on his own. Make sure that he knows you are in a position of power in your own life. You are not looking to be put on a leash of money by some rich guy. You are looking for a partner to share your life with. And remember, not everybody is going to be rich for the rest of their lives. Wealth is something that can sadly crumble overnight. Therefore, your partner can easily lose everything. This might make you the breadwinner of the house. While there is no one rule that says this definitely will happen, it is always good to have a backup plan, and your wealth could give you that backup plan by becoming your safety net. Bringing something of your own to the table will also ensure your partner that you are not here to take advantage of him. Rich men are often pursued just for the money. This is pressure-inducing, but when you show a guy you can provide for yourself, you will find a lot of the pressure to be lifted. Number 4. You should display some of their core values. Sharing values is one of the most important common grounds that can be found in a relationship. Therefore, it is incredibly valuable for a rich man to find someone who displays the same core values as him. You do not necessarily have to change who you are to display values that a rich man will find likable, yet it might still be in your best interest to try and observe these individuals. Once you find common values that you can build upon, you can start a fun conversation with them and plant the seeds of a relationship. Number 5, you should live life to the fullest. Needing someone may seem like a romantic notion to most women, but in reality, true romance stems from being wanted, not from being needed. This is why leading a full life is really important in starting a relationship with a rich man. Living your life to the fullest is an underrated concept, and many people choose to love other individuals before learning how to love themselves first. But rich men are attracted to people who lead radiant and full lives. Achieving a full life starts by surrounding yourself with a myriad of people from different professions and backgrounds. Exposing yourself to different cultures is also a great way of maximizing your life's potential. Make memories. Make new connections, network with a bunch of people who can pull strings for you, and most importantly, learn how to be the life of the party. Intelligence and awareness will set you apart from the rest of the herd. Once you are put under the spotlight for how well-versed you are in different ways of living, the well-off male figure will find himself wanting you more. This is because rich men work a lot, which should not come as a surprise when you think about the amount of money they have. And as the saying goes, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. Well, your future partner probably hates the idea of being that dull boy all day, every day. So he's going to be relying on you to bring color and energy into his plaid shirt way of living. But also, having your own lifestyle is vital to coping with being in a relationship with rich men. They will be busy, and unless you want to sit around moping and waiting for the guy to get back, then you need your own friends, your own hobbies, your own little getaway. This will help you balance your personal and romantic life better, and you will never need to rely solely on the attention from your partner. Number 6, you should make friends in high places. Having connections is very vital, especially if your partner is mingling with people in the corporate world. Relationships can start to resemble poker a lot some days. So when he ups his hand, you need to match the bet. This can be achieved easily by getting into power circles. If you want to date a rich man, you need to be in close proximity of said rich man, because realistically, how are you going to catch his eye without hanging out in the places that he does? If Cinderella has taught us anything, it is that you need to attend the ball to get the prince. Individuals with high net worths like to hang out with people who are on the same level as them, both emotionally and financially. So if you want to casually stumble upon one of these men, you can start by making a little change in your social scenery. Charity events, silent auctions, galas, premieres, seminars, fundraisers, and even high-end dining locations are full of such men. So by mingling with the right crowd, you can have your grand entrance and have a great first impression on everyone who catches sight of your beauty. But it all starts with making friends in high places, primarily because these events can often be invite-only gatherings. Therefore, your best bet at this point would be to network smartly. Try using platforms like LinkedIn. They are free and might present you with more connections than you are hoping for. And that marks the end of our video. Do you have any other tips for attracting a high-value man? Share them with our community in the comments section down below. If you enjoyed watching this, then be sure to let us know by giving us a thumbs up. Want to be the first to know when we have a new video? Then turn on the bell to be notified every time we upload one. Finally, if you are looking for something to binge on, you can click on the video that's currently on your screen. We'll see you in our next video.